Hello, it's Rhea. Wherever you are and whatever time it is, I hope you are enjoying yourself. Sorry if my voice sounds different. I kind of just woke up. It's like 10 a.m., which I don't normally do my voiceovers at this early, but what's up? I hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, I'm back again with another time-lapse compilation video. This time it's going over more sketchbook redraws. If you didn't see, I think probably a month or two ago I did the first one, and that one was a little bit more interesting, I guess, because it was like from 2017 to 2022 redraws, and this time I'm just doing like a recent I started the sketchbook in 2020. I even did a sketchbook tour recently of it, so if you want you can go check that out so you can see which ones I'm referencing, but I'll also put the drawings like the original sketch in towards the end, so that way you can see like what the sketch looked like and what I ended up coming up with. But for this first drawing, as you can see, I'm drawing Miu Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew. And to be honest, I feel like all the sketches that I did, I kind of overshot. Because the point of me doing these, it's not supposed to be some like huge, super epic, amazing redraw. It's literally just like, oh, I take a sketch and I draw it again, but I draw it in a more interesting way or something like that. It doesn't have to be the best thing in the world, and I wanted to still keep it to where it's like a sketch, because that's how it is in the sketchbook. You know, I don't really go super out of my way, or at least like I didn't in this previous sketchbook that I'm referencing. While it is fun to go all out, these were like all the sketches that I'm redrawing were literally just basic sketches. But when I come to drawing them here, it's like I sort of like intensely overshoot it. I don't know. Well, to start with this drawing at least, I do really like the composition and I like how fun it is. In fact, like this is the type of like dynamic composition I'd like to go for in my sketchbooks. If I can, I want to try to do more interesting stuff like this. I've just become more and more interested in having fun layouts whenever I sketch stuff, but the thing is I don't want it to like take over completely and have me overthink how it looks and then it just becomes less of a sketch and more of like a, oh my god, this has to look perfect, what am I doing kind of thing. And honestly, I think I reached burnout in a lot of these, or at least in this one. Like I started out, it looks okay, but it's not by any means the best that I could do. Like it's not, whenever I finished this, I was like, well, I'm just glad this is over, I guess. Because I just felt like I could have done so much better, especially on like the little portrait that I'm starting to sketch right now, actually, or I'm starting to do the line art for. I really am not a fan of how that face ends up coming out, or even the chibi at the bottom whenever I go to render it. I just feel like when I got to the rendering process, I was just like super over it, and then at that point I was also telling myself, well, I don't need to go out anyway, this is a sketch, whatever. But the problem is I can't like, I'll do something really ambitious and I'll start it and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And then whenever it's taking longer than I want it to, I start to get stressed and I'm like, oh my god, this is taking so long. I was supposed to have this video out. What am I doing? And then I rush and then I get frustrated because it's not looking that good because I'm over it. So yeah, all of that was happening. I think the main thing that kind of bothers me is how the line art difference of like the initial like full body sketch of Ichigo versus everything else. It's kind of like it's not that big of a deal, but to me I'm just like, ugh, my line weight wasn't consistent. I'm a fraud. I'm a phony. No, but I mean, if I clean this up and I did like the 4 other ones for the other 4 Tokyo Mew Mew girls, I think that'd be a pretty fun like print to do or something, maybe. I don't know, but I also wanted to do these other like portrait style prints for the girls, but I don't know, we'll see. I've been really wanting to like kick up the idea of I mean, it's like partially like stuff to create for merch, but it's also just like doing illustrations in general. I want to do a lot more of those, and that's why I feel like sometimes when I go to do things like this, it kind of stunts me in a way, because like I feel like I put in too much effort, or I feel like I have to work on it for too long, because I'm like, well, it's gonna be video content. And as much as you guys are great and everything, and as much as I want to put out good content, I shouldn't let that hinder, you know, things that I actually really want to work on. So, yeah, because it's like the same thing happened with the birthday fan arts that I did last year. Yeah, like that little series that I just gave up on around this time of year, because I was like, I can't do it. There's just too much going on, and I'm starting to draw these characters, and the fan art's looking horrible because I'm rushing it because I don't have time, but I still want to get something out, and that's just not it, you know? You gotta draw things that you like, and in order to do that, you have to have time, you have to be able to be patient with yourself, and just go at your own pace. So I'll try to remember that for the next time I do sketchbook redraws, but I'll also try to like space it out. I don't always have to redraw like from every sketchbook. Anyways, if you don't know much about Miyochigo, she's basically like main character magical girl. She's really cute. She likes Aoyama-kun, and I don't like him at all. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but most of the like the magical girl love interests, like the guy that they choose, I'm like, I don't like him. You could do better. What is this? I don't know. I'm sorry, but she's really cute. I really like her as a main character, and I think, yeah, I watched this before Sailor Moon, so this was my first magical girl anime. That's why I fell in love with cat girls and magical girls. But it's just really cute, and I like how it's also touching on preserving the environment and like protecting animals and stuff. So yeah, also I recently, because I went to a con a couple of days ago, or like last week I went to a con, and I actually cosplayed Miyochigo in her in her magical girl transformation form. So that like the chibi version that you're looking at. But yeah, it was really fun. I miss cosplaying so much. I really want to learn to like sew and make props and all kinds of stuff so I can like really up my game, but it's always really fun and nice. So yeah, and it looks like the spread is pretty much done. So I just added a bunch of sparkles and stuff. This is what I mean by like just sort of like creating like a fun spread. It's like I don't have to do all of this, but it just makes it more of a fun experience when you look back. So yeah, so I'm showing the full run through of it, and then we have the original sketch and what I came up with. So yeah, the same stuff, just more dynamic, and I also left out Oyama-kun. Also, oh my god, okay, so now we're going into the drawing of Hobie as a character from Among Us. I've never played Among Us, so bear with me. In fact, like I literally had to like look up Among Us Kijinkas, like the personifications of them, because I was like, there's gotta be art of this, I know there is, and luckily there was definitely a lot of art of the red one. Actually, real quick for context, basically a while back I had this random dream about like Hobie or J-Hope, Jung Ho-seok, Mr. Jack in the Box. I had a dream where he was like the Among Us, like the red Among Us person, like basically the imposter. And like you'll see the sketches at the end, but essentially that was one of the redraws that I wanted to do, because I was like, I would like to see what he would look like. Although, a couple of things. Trigger warning for blood towards the end, so if you're not a fan of that, just feel free to go ahead and skip. I'll probably caption when it's safe to go again. But it's not like anything super crazy, I don't think, but I gotta say, even like watching the time lapse again towards the end, because I keep flipping in between the two, because I do two versions. I do like the cutesy happy version of him, and then I do like the little like psychotic evil version of him, and it's like later on when I start flipping in between them, it just feels like a mini jump scare. It's not that bad or anything, it just looks funny. Because it'll look like happy and then it'll look evil. Also, you see that I started doing like 2 different sketches, but towards the end, once again, I was getting burnt out and I was like, this is taking too long for something that's supposed to just be a sketch. So instead of doing the second drawing with like the knife and everything and his glove off and everything, I was like, no, I'll just take the other happy drawing and draw over his face to make his expression a little bit more like wild, insane, like the I just committed murder and nobody found me out look. Yeah. But I wish I was better at, once again, stylizing BTS members or just like any like actual person IRL. I wish I was better at stylizing them. That way you can look at it and be like, oh, that's a cute art style, but you can still tell who it is, I guess. I think right here, not the angry one, but like the little nice smiley one, looks a little bit like Hobie, but I go through a little bit of changes in the rendering process. Actually, that reminds me. So I've been doing this weird thing lately, where I like, instead of going to the instead of doing the sketch and then going immediately to line art after getting like a brief idea of the sketch, I do this weird color blocking thing, and you're gonna see it with the next drawing as well. I don't know why, it's just so odd, but I can't stop doing it. Or like I do it more often. That's not normal for me. I hardly ever draw on one layer like this, but it's like I'll merge the sketch and I'll just start kind of playing around and moving stuff all on one layer, and trying to blend stuff together and get it to look a little bit more clean. And it has like this cool look to it. I don't know how to explain it. I think the best example is the next one, so I'll leave it to that one, but in the meantime, we can keep looking at Hobie switch between his evil and nice side, I guess, while I'm trying to clean this up. I really wanted to do the knife pose because I felt like it would have been cool and dynamic. If I ever do, like, I don't know, a part of me kind of wants to make it like a print or something someday. I just feel like it'd be really random because I've never played Among Us. I mean, I think the concept of the game is pretty cool. It's kind of like Mafia, but I just never jumped on the hype train on it, I guess. But I think like just the concept is really fun, especially because Hobie is like usually a really bright, happy, gentle, like energetic person, precious. But to see him as a villain, it's like, or like in a villain type character, it's really interesting. I mean, that's usually what people like, right? People like that kind of, any type of switch of a dynamic is always fun to a lot of people. So at least I find it fun a lot of the times. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do here, courtesy of my dreams, I guess. I had a weird dream, like literally last night, that the city was being absolutely obliterated by like this storm or something, and I was so stressed. I just, oh my god, I hate it because in apocalyptic like moments or situations, at least based off my dream, for some reason I actually want to survive, and that's like, I'm so shocked at that. I'm like, why do I want to survive? I can't do this. I'm not cut out for surviving an apocalypse. I just want to feel like the main character. But realistically, if I know that I'm gonna die at some point, and I'm like, why should I even try? But apparently my subconscious is different. But anyways, J-Hope, aka Jung Ho-seok, actually just released his mixtape, or not mixtape, it's his first solo album actually. I mean, he's had a previous album before and that was called this mixtape, but I think of both of them as really solid, incredible albums, and it was just so amazing to listen to Jack in the Box. I definitely recommend it if you like rap. Honestly, if you like anything, just go ahead and try it out. It's an experience. I love Arson. That's the song, by the way. I'm not just, well, I mean, I like, well, wait, hold on. I'm a fiery person. I'm a fire element. I do like the idea of fire. But no, it's a really good album and I love everything about it. I think he's doing amazing. And yeah, I'm excited to see more stuff in the future. I do really want to do like fan art of Jack in the Box and like the album, the concert, like something for Hobie. I would really like to do that. Let's hope that I can slowly try to incorporate more BTS work as I go. But yes, so the full flip through, and then there's the sketches on the left, and then the nice version turned to the evil version at the end. He kind of just looks like the basic webtoon guy. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? I actually haven't read webtoons before, but I feel the vibe, you know? I actually have a lot of manga to catch up on. Oh my gosh, because there's Chainsaw Man coming out, there's Mob Psycho Season 3 coming out, there's, I think, Spy Family, more episodes are coming out, and just all kinds of stuff, and I gotta catch up. And one thing I really have to catch up to is Hypnosis Mic content, which is what I am drawing right now. So, if you know the brothers, if you know Busted Bros, Jiro and Saburo, I'm drawing both of them right now, but I'm drawing them specifically like as if they were almost like a little bit younger. At least that was my goal whenever I set out to draw this. And you'll see the sketch at the end once again, but it's like I wanted to draw them like they're a little bit smaller and they're in like these really cute outfits, and Jiro has like a little puppy hat, and Saburo has like kitty ears, because this is the agenda that I'm here for. I think it's so cute. It reminds me of the Sanrio collaboration that they have, but I'm trying to remember who has what, like which of them has what, because I know one of them has Pompyrdin, but I'm trying to remember what the other one has. But they're both cute, they're both adorable. And then Ichido has the Hello Kitty one. Oh my god, I might like the Hello Kitty Sanrio plush for Ichido is like the most high priced one that I've seen online, but I might have to just bite the bullet and get it, because like I need to have all 4 members of TDD. I need to have all 4 of them in the Sanrio. It's so cute. But also, this is what I meant by the whole color blocking thing. I wonder if I should make a video about it. I feel like that'd be kind of chill to sort of see how I'm going about doing it, but it's not like it's anything special. Like, it's not fully finished by the time I'm done. It could be technically, and I could just say like, oh, this is just like this new style that I'm trying out. It's a little bit rougher, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and just do line art over it, and I do like how it looked with the line art at the end, and I think doing this really helped me be able to do the line art better. So yeah, it's nice. Like, it's just so weird to me though to like, I guess I'm realizing that it's like, in a way it is convenient to just sort of be able to paint over everything and like render everything all at once on one layer, but at the same time it's terrifying, and based off of how I've worked with digital art these past 4 years, like it's a little bit tricky and it feels a little bit unhinged to do, but in a way I'm really starting to like, I don't know, I want to try this out more. So yeah, I'll probably try to make a video on it. Not saying like, oh, this is like the for sure way of how I do this, but it's more like just sort of testing out the process and seeing if you guys want to come along for the ride. But yeah, so I go to do the line art, and I'm pretty much just like finishing it up from here. I really like the style, like how it turned out with the line art, and I think it was really fun to test out the different line arts as well, because even though it seems like something subtle, the line art and how it looks makes such a huge difference to me sometimes. Like, whether if I'm doing like, oh, colorful line art, if I'm doing solid black line art, if I multiply the layer of line art to make it pop out a bit more, if I put the line art that's colored to a multiply layer, like there's just so many different things that I can work with, and I find it like that part of art where I'm just experimenting and trying stuff out is so fun to me. But alas. Yeah, I just really love Hypnosis Mike so much. I'm thinking about like just indulging this entire weekend. Like just catching up on content because there's a lot happening in the manga that I haven't read, and I kind of want to rewatch the anime since that was like the thing that I came across that started it all. But yeah, there's just a lot to look out for, and I love all the characters so much, including the brothers. I think they're so cute, and that's why I really liked. I think this one is my favorite, just because of how it came out, and then also like taking the initial sketch and turning it into a digital version and pushing it just a little bit further than what I initially wanted, and turning it into like the full concept. Yeah, that's why I do these, and it's fun, and I want to do more of them, but just at a pace where I don't feel overwhelmed and burnt out. So, yeah, but looks like we're towards the end, so thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed your time here today, please feel free to leave a like. If you're interested to see more of my content, you can always check out my other videos and subscribe. For reference, if you're new, I am Rhea or Etheria, and I like making art and art-related content on my channel. I do try to post weekly videos, but if you'd like more timely updates, you can always check me out on my social media linked in the description, usually on Twitch and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching once again. I'll see if I post a video or a stream on my birthday, which is the 8th, but if not, then until next time, take care.